Right now at 6, Lori Phillips takes the stand in her reckless homicide trial. What she had to say about the night her husband died.
And the city of La Crosse tweaks a proposed ordinance that would regulate short-term rental properties.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. It was day 4 of the Lori Phillips trial. Phillips is accused of killing her husband Mark in a 2019 hit and run. Phillips took to the stand and detailed the events of the night that led up to the killing. Lori testified that Mark could become physically violent when he was drunk. Lori was questioned about the night that led up to Mark's death. She says Mark became upset after he heard a man Lori used to bartend with would be coming to the bar they were at. Lori says Mark later became physical with her. When they got back to their home, they continued to argue. Lori says she left in the truck for her safety and didn't think she hit Mark.
From my husband.
Did you have the sense when you left that you thought you had hit Mark or struck him in some respect?
Not one time, no.
Lori, if you had that sense.
There was not time today for the prosecution to cross-examine Phillips. They have argued that evidence shows she intentionally hit him. The trial continues tomorrow. If convicted, Phillips faces 25 years in prison.
The city of Winona says officers have outgrown the law enforcement center and they have a plan for a new one.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the breakdown. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, small offices, cramped spaces, and non-ADA compliant restrooms top the list of problems for officers working at the Winona County Law Enforcement Center. The city of Winona is asking for $26 million from the state of Minnesota and other sources to fix the aging law enforcement center and take on other projects. The law enforcement center, though, is its top priority.
When the building was constructed, safety was not really ever at the top of the list.
Now, officers want a safer space where they can work.
As evidence handling has changed and the prevalence of fentanyl and methamphetamine has come, our evidence processing area and packaging area is located directly within the confines of the law enforcement center.
According to City Manager Chad Ubel, half of the money they're asking for would go towards rebuilding or repairing the law enforcement center. The other half would be used to turn the East End Recreation Center into a community center and remove nitrogen and phosphorus from its wastewater treatment facility. If that number seems high, Ubel says it's for a reason.
Primarily, all of our engineer costs, architect's fees, soft costs, and then, of course, construction. It could be used for land acquisition, so if there's property that we don't own.
If the city decides to build a new public safety facility, it would house all first responders and be in the old Central Grade School building or next to the fire station. Either way, Chief Williams is hoping something is done sooner than later.
We're running into the issues of health and wellness for our police officers as well. There's mandates from the state of Minnesota saying that you have to start taking a look at mental as well as physical well-being of your police officers, and these structures just don't meet those needs.
Ubel tells me the city's hoping to know by this spring if they will receive funding from the Minnesota legislature to remodel or build a new public safety facility. Ken, Emily?
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. La Crosse officials have made changes to an ordinance that would regulate short-term rentals in the city. Now, the changes address some resident concerns that News 8 Now detailed just last week. The ordinance draft now says properties can't be rented out for more than 180 days per year. Each minimum rental period would now be 2 days, and the property manager contact has to be within 30 miles of the property. It also says anyone applying for a short-term rental license with the city has to notify any neighbors within 100 feet. The item is on tonight's Common Council agenda, but likely won't be put to a vote until next month.
Bipartisanship has been hard to find in Wisconsin state capitol, but a new ballot bill is getting support from both sides of the aisle. Democratic Governor Tony Evers says he supports a GOP-backed bill that allows absentee ballots to be processed the day before an election. The legislation is meant to ease the workload of local clerks and their staff on Election Day. Wisconsin State Assembly is set to vote on the measure today. The state Senate would also need to pass it before it goes to Governor Evers' desk.
The Wisconsin Assembly has delayed voting on a $2 billion income tax cut. It's part of a legislative package that also targets child care costs. It would lower the third income tax bracket to just over 4% and increase child and dependent tax credits. The state Senate passed the proposal last month, but the governor is expected to veto it if it passes in the Assembly.
UW health workers say staffing issues are putting patient safety at risk. Nurses are now urging the State Department of Health Services to investigate hundreds of claims they've submitted to management. The news comes after a year nurses threatened a strike if their new union wasn't recognized. Both sides reached a deal, but nurses claim UW leaders are not giving them a voice. The health system CEO says nurses are trying to use patient safety as a bargaining chip. A state agency has ruled UW Health isn't required to recognize the union or collectively bargain with them. The union is challenging that ruling.
Well, some sunshine for the region, a little bit of a light wind. I was actually waking up this morning and seeing the golden leaves on one of my trees rustle in the slight breeze.
So poetic,
Greg.
Ken.
Yeah, I dabble.
What a picture there, right?
Right?
Yeah, just well, we had the wind here. It was brisk today in certain areas, a little bit more windier in other areas, but overall with plenty of sunshine, we did get close to where we should be for temperature-wise, so all in all, not too bad. If you look at really the observed wind speeds right now, still a little breezy out to the west, but overall our area generally is in the 5 to 10 mile per hour range, so a little bit stronger to the west. Maximum wind speeds we had today were generally in that 15 to 20, with some areas a little bit stronger. So in the open areas, especially further north and the west you went, we did have that strong wind there out of the west. All in all, we got the low that's pushed well to the northeast, but it's wrapping around some moisture, including something up to the north that's going to provide more cloud cover, at least for northern areas especially. That's going to be coming into the area tonight and tomorrow, and that's why we're going to expect to see more cloud cover and cooler temperatures, along with maybe a sprinkle or flurry up to the north. Overall, there's your temperatures up to the north that are going to be coming into the area, so we will see a little drop in it, but it's only going to be temporary. For this evening, really just upper 30s as we get down with a few more clouds, still light winds overall, so not a bad evening, but then up to Eau Claire, you see the direction of the wind changing a little bit, so cooler is going to start coming in. Still 35 with more cloud cover as we go throughout the night. And once Veterans Day, it should actually look seasonal. Once we get by the cooler can't even say it. Cooler temperatures once we have on Friday, we're looking at better conditions for Veterans Day, and then it gets even better next week with, yes, 60s are coming back once again.
Love the sound of that. Greg, thanks very much. Well, women and men who have served in the military were honored this morning during a Veterans Day celebration at the Tomah VA Medical Center. The event included performances by the Tomah High School Band, a presentation of colors, and an honoring of an MIA soldier who was later found. Military honors were rendered by the VFW Post 1382 Rifle Squad. Organizers say the day is about celebrating and acknowledging the freedoms we have today.
Veterans Day is really about honoring all those who have served and thanking them for all of the freedoms that they have fought for all of us.
This year marks the 69th anniversary of Veterans Day. President Eisenhower signed the bill in 1954, proclaiming November 11th as the official day.
The Dell Family YMCA held an open house to showcase and dedicate their new pool upgrades and locker rooms. The locker rooms had not been renovated since the opening of the building in 1969. According to La Crosse YMCA CEO Bill Soper, these were much needed upgrades.
So, you know, just trying to keep the facility, you know, state of the art and giving members the facilities they expect to have nowadays.
This project, along with the improvements at the YMCA in Onalaska, were both paid for through a combination of donations and YMCA financing. Membership fees will not change as a result of the improvements.
The corporate headquarters for the Marine Credit Union has gotten a facelift. With more than 75,000 members, Marine Credit Union was founded in La Crosse, and they recently completed a remodel on the 4th floor of their headquarters. The CEO says they remodeled to make a better working environment for their employees.
Want to give our employees a great place to come. We really believe in creating a great environment here for our employees so they can take better care of our members.
The credit union is located on 2nd Street near Riverside Park.
Well, a new employee at UW La Crosse is breaking down barriers.
Now, the very new addition is educating some future workers right after this.
Want to see a magic trick? Taco John's is turning your dollar into mouth-watering favorites with the new BOGO for a Buck menu. Get a signature Taco John's item, then add another for just a buck. Abracadabra, yeah! The new BOGO for a Buck menu, only at Taco John's.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. To show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering unbeatable deals throughout the store, like these instant savings on select sets of Cooper tires, value-driven to deliver quality traction and tread life, and get up to $100 in additional consumer rebates when you buy 4. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
There's a new faculty member at UW La Crosse, and he doesn't need much to command a classroom, just 4 paws and a tail.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr introduces us to the Dr. Wags program and its star, Dr. Rossi.
Ken and Emily, the Dr. Wags program is the first of its kind for the UW system. It provides facility service dog training on campus for students and clients. A facility dog is trained to work at a facility every day. Rossi works at the Health Science Interprofession Research Center with occupational, physical, and recreational therapists. People with disabilities can learn how to participate in daily activities with Rossi's help. Rossi can open and close doors, pick out snacks, and provide comfort.
That is a really huge load for so many people with disabilities who are in limited income, and they're not able to, wouldn't be able to afford the training part for a companion animal.
Tara DeLong, an associate teaching professor at UWL, says this program is an opportunity to teach other professionals how to use a facility dog. Rossi was given to the Dr. Wags program by Canine Companions, a national organization that gives service dogs to people with disabilities. Now, a dog like Rossi would have cost roughly $50,000, but because of Canine Companions, he was given to the program for free. Ken and Emily.
So excellent. And I got to give credit to whoever chose the photo behind Dua, because, I mean, that is just a dog at its absolute happiest. I think Dua was the one who did it. Congrats, Dua. Yay. That was absolutely adorable. And tonight at 10, we'll show you the impact Rossi has with one of his clients. I absolutely cannot wait.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Well, when we come back, what is better, a 4-day work week or a 5-day one?
What U.S. workers believe the answer is in a couple of minutes.
Another cool-off Friday for Veterans Day, Remembrance Day. It's actually looking seasonable, but then the temperatures even get warmer next week with 60s coming back. I'll explain when to expect it, if we got any rain next week, all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
There are many reasons to join the Y. Building endurance, losing weight, strengthening your heart. When you join the Y, you're committing to more than simply becoming healthier. You're supporting the values and programs that strengthen community. Join the Y today.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it. Yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Well, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, our delicious pan pizza.
Actually,
It's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Thick, crispy, buttery pan pizza? Now that is an expression.
Get a large 2-topping pan pizza for $11.99.
It's easy to take freedom for granted. But it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Become a better you with the help and support of the Y. Join us for Interval Zone, a high-intensity interval class to give you a total body workout. Try small group training and work out with a few friends. You can be stronger and living better through the help of the Y.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Many companies across the country have experimented with a 4-day work week for their employees.
Now, a new survey is providing more insight into the types of schedules people prefer. When people were asked how different options would impact their well-being at work, 77% of U.S. workers said a 4-day, 40-hour work week would have a positive impact, according to a new Gallup survey.
But experts say those 10-hour days could lead to burnout.
It's a question of, do you like a 3-day weekend more than you hate 10-hour work days?
A Glassdoor chief economist says that flexibility is still thriving among smaller, mid-sized businesses that are using that benefit as a way to attract workers who wouldn't necessarily consider them otherwise. It's an interesting question. Of course, we're in no position to make that call.
Yeah, we don't get to
Would you guys miss us if we anchored one last day? I would like to think so, maybe.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to send it over to Greg for our latest weather forecast.
Greg loves 4-day work weeks, right, Greg?
I work every day, 7 days. Well, the weather never stops, so obviously, but we got some great weather coming up, and all of a sudden I've kind of disappeared from the screen. But precipitation-wise, we are going to see something, but all these chances that kind of listed out here are pretty slight and really minor type of things that we're going to look at. One tonight, one tomorrow night, and maybe next weekend. But overall, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Overall, we're going to have 40s on Friday. That's going to be the coldest day tomorrow. Then we're going to start warming up. 40s and 50s on Veterans Day. 50s to 60s most of next week. Like I said, there's no sign of any real Arctic air or cold air coming down anytime soon. Really looking at overall, we're just going to see cloud cover begin to push further south overnight. Once again, maybe a snow shower, a flurry or something up towards Ladysmith. Most area will wake up dry. And then tomorrow, once again, some areas further north to go could see a shower in the afternoon. Once again, a snow shower, rain shower. Most areas will see cloud cover with that northwest wind that'll keep temperatures down. And then by tomorrow evening about this time, we'll start seeing a little bit more break, and then the winds begin to turn around, become more light and variable, so we should see improving conditions. Big picture shows that's that one system coming through, and then we're going to time out one to the west that's going to provide maybe once again an opportunity for a shower up to north come Saturday. You see the winds turn around from the south, should warm up briefly Saturday, and then Saturday night you see a little bit of activity towards northern Wisconsin. That is what we could see. Most areas will once again see cloud cover. Once that pushes east, winds turn around once again from the south, and that means warmer conditions. And if you look west, there's nothing really downstream at all as we go into Sunday, and that's going to be the warm conditions. Overall, you see the warm air begin to lift north, huge ridge in the center of the U.S. basically through next week, and eventually we will see something, but it's not going to be probably till Thursday or Friday. Start seeing the cooler air begin to push east, push south into the area. By the time we get to Friday, we're going to have some type of front where all those strong winds are coming through. Now, if we see showers, or thunderstorms, or even rain or snow, that's up in the air right now. But that's what we're going to see eventually as we get towards that time frame. In the meantime, a lot of pink is going to show up on this map, a lot above average. You can see everything begin to spread across most of the Midwest, northern plains. This area will begin to stretch even further east. So once again, 15 to 20, maybe even higher than that. Temperatures above average as we get to next week. That means 60s, some 70s further south. And it continues through Wednesday. Eventually it will break down, but it's going to take some time with this pattern. So overall tonight, once again, we'll have more clouds, so temperatures will get more closer to seasonal, upper 20s, low 30s. Light wind, like I said, a shower or a sprinkle, something up towards Ladysmith. Tomorrow, once again, more clouds than we saw today. The winds will be lighter, but chillier than we've had in a few days. Low 40s, upper 30s to the north. Once again, you could see a flurry or a sprinkle further north you go tomorrow, but nothing significant. But then things get better as we go towards Veterans Day. We get into the mid 40s, climbing up into the 50s by Friday with the wind starting to pick up. And then we approach 60 and maybe low 60s a couple days next week, and maybe the pattern change towards the end. But still, that's even questioned. So overall, it's going to be like that. 60s for a while. We could have another couple 60s, so I guess everyone will be happy. I want the snow, but
oh, come on,
I'm kind of unusual on that, so.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, I understand the 8-day forecast now because you want to work 7 days a week, so it's an extended forecast all the time.
Oh, that was my.
Yeah,
You've got him.
You've got me.
Yeah.
Greg, thanks very much. And coming up next in sports, the Warriors kick off the state tournament tonight on the gridiron, plus one of Boscobel's absolute best taking her talents to the SEC. Rob is in next.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21, no matter what.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Many of our area athletes making their next chapter official this week. It's hard to find a signing bigger than this one. One of Boscobel's best is going to showcase her skills in the SEC. Greta Grassel has been an absolute star on the softball circle during her time with the Bulldogs. She'll continue to be a Bulldog at SEC powerhouse Mississippi State. Grassel's just the second Wisconsin student athlete to ever go to Mississippi State for softball. The senior's a 3-time first-team All-State selection. She's also a 3-time Southwest Wisconsin Activities League Player of the Year, as well as a 2-time Gatorade State Player of the Year nominee. Bulldogs are getting one of the best Wisconsin has to offer. On the volleyball court, the Warriors, they keep on winning. Caledonia makes it look easy in the state quarterfinals today up in St. Paul. Warriors get the sweep over Concordia Academy. They're on their way to the Class AA semifinals tomorrow night. All right, sticking with Caledonia, the Warriors are also primed for a state title on the gridiron. Quarterfinals of the Class AA state tournament kick off tonight at Mayo High in Rochester. Warriors a perfect 10-0 so far this season. They're just 3 wins away from being back on top of the mountain. They have to get through Jackson County Central first, though, tonight. Warriors took down Dover Iota last Friday in the Section 1 AA championship. We'll have highlights from tonight's state quarterfinal matchup coming up at 10. On the pro football field, despite some big-time injuries to a few of their key pieces on offense, the Vikings have persevered through it all. They've won 4 straight games. They're right back in the thick of the NFC North race. Minnesota currently just a game and a half behind Detroit. Backup QB Joshua Dobbs, the latest hero in Minnesota. Dobbs leading a huge comeback last Sunday in the Vikings win over Atlanta. For the first time in over a month, Vikings wideout Justin Jefferson speaking today about his progress with that hamstring injury.
Guys and the rest of the coaching staff in this building know my worth on the field, and they want me 100%, and as I do as well. I don't want to go out there 80, 90% and have the chance of hurting it again.
All right, I mean, I get it, but they've played well without him. Yeah. I mean, they need him, but 4 games in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row.
4 in a row, they look good. Absolutely. Real quick, which day would you choose if you could only work 4 days? Would it be a middle?
Monday. I would take Monday off.
To be off Monday,
Yeah.
I would agree with that. It's just the stigma of Monday. Like, it's
Right.
just tough to overcome.
I get that. I might pick Wednesday just to split it up, so you're only always working 2 days.
Okay, I like that too.
All right.
No? A little hum day off?
Yeah, all right. Rob, thanks very much. We'll be right back after this.
The service departments at the Dahl Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Dahl Auto, simple.
Get 11% off everything automotive at Menards. Wiper blades? Copy that. Motor oil? Done. Trust Menards for all your automotive needs. Prevent diesel fuel from gelling in colder climates with House Diesel Treat. Only $11.99 after rebate. Quaker State Full Synthetic Motor Oil delivers strong engine performance while providing unsurpassed protection. Save today on a 5-quart jug, just $19.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. 24-pack Pepsi products, just $8.88. Basket and bushel green grapes, just $1.48 a pound. Mrs. Grimes beans or chili beans, only 69 cents. A dozen Hy-Vee large eggs, just 99 cents. Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. And lots of matzo pizza, only $4.99. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Experienced sales consultants are good listeners who sell people what they need, not what's on sale. They're easy to work with and value a trusting relationship. We know team members with these life skills earn lifelong customers. Dahl Auto, simple.
All right, more clouds, cooler tomorrow, low 40s, a little bit below average with maybe a shower or 2 north of I-94, but then things definitely change for Veterans Day, seasonal conditions. The 50s are back and maybe the 60s next week. Pretty much a nice, mild, dry stretch of weather coming up.
If they forced you to work 4 days, which day would you take off?
Friday, of course.
Oh, Friday, of course.
I'll take that.
We got different opinions all over here.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.